What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Cali Veo channel. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell. And in case you didn't know, check me out on the IG. As you know, I am a car enthusiast. I drive that Infiniti Q50. Wonderful vehicle for sports. It's a little bit on the heavy side, just like the Teslas, but it's not electric. So hey, the copper thieves, which is a typical crackhead activity, but money is money. So I guess the thieves, with copper, I guess you could get between $100 to $200 depending on what kind of copper, from what the copper was from. But you know, typically the water hose tips, that's copper. You get copper like that. I used to live in Modesto. I remember I had bought a water hose for a place I had just rented, right? I rented one of those side-by-side townhouses. And as soon as I put a water hose in the front, some crackhead came and cut the tips off. So that's typical activity for living in the crackhead area. But anyway, let's go. Let's hit the video.
This just happened, and it involved this cable and many others. I'll get to that momentarily. 9 Tesla supercharger cables and nozzles were cut and stolen from this location in Vallejo, California over the weekend. It's like, what won't they steal these days? There's a belief that thieves may be targeting these for the copper that is inside of them. And if that is the case, it's still unclear how much money they are getting for that copper. Others I talked with believe that some people may be upset with some of those recent layoffs that Tesla has had. So this just happened.
So you heard just what just happened. They're trying to figure out, why is this happening? Well, I think it has something to do with the recent layoffs. And see, me living in the East Bay, I'm not too far from the Lucid and the Tesla factories. So yeah, the funny thing is, they're not doing this in this area. They're doing it across the bridge in the North Bay, which typically has a lot of down pad people. I grew up in Vallejo, but I'm glad I'm out of that hellhole. But things can happen anywhere. They could do this anywhere. And see, it costs over $3,000 to repair each one of those Tesla charging stations. So I thought it would have been at least more than that. I was going to say at least $5,000 to $10,000, but $3,000, okay. And if you can't recognize this area, if you're familiar with Vallejo, right behind Target, the rear parking where nobody ever parks until they put these stupid ass Tesla chargers in the back. They've been here I believe they've been here before the COVID shutdown, actually. It's just nobody really went back there, rarely, to charge their car. But now, since everybody catches on to it, whoop, there it is. Now they're going to start doing this in corporate areas too, because if you go into corporate office parking lots, you'll see a lot of EV chargers there too. So don't be surprised if they hit those too. This was just behind Target. This is just the beginning. So you know a lot more of this is gonna go on. I'm glad this happened. You wanna know why? I hate EV vehicles. I don't think we should go all EV. Number one, we don't have the infrastructure. Number two, PG&E is currently flying helicopters all over the Bay Area to see what upgrades they could do to the current grid, because these grids haven't been upgraded in over the past century. That's right, you heard me. We're still using the same infrastructure that's over a century years old. We don't have this infrastructure for everybody to have an electric car. So that's why it was dumb for President Biden to sign off on that bullshit in the first place. How the hell are we going to go all electric? It makes no sense. Europe's not trying to go all electric. Canada's not trying to go all electric. Why are we trying to do that? It's too divided and it's too separated for us to do that. So really, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. But hey, who am I? Yeah, I'm going to wrap it up right here. This is Cali Veo. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, hit the notification bell, and I'll catch you. Peace.